Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, as reported at Legacy.com in the fourth week of June 2025. Legacy.com is where you can find any obituary or publish an obituary in any local community in America and beyond. Actor Gailard Sartain died June 19, 2025 at his home in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He died of natural causes at the age of 81. He was a longtime cast member of Hee-Haw as well as a regular on the Sonny and Cher show. Sartain is also being remembered for his roles in several of the Ernest movies and for his appearances in such films as Mississippi Burning and Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Actress Lynn Hamilton died June 19, 2025 in Chicago. She died of natural causes at the age of 95. She was a regular on Sanford and Son, playing Fred Sanford's girlfriend, Donna Harris. Hamilton is also being remembered for her regular role on the Waltons as neighbor Verdi Foster. Musician and songwriter Mick Ralphs died June 23, 2025 at the age of 81 following a stroke suffered years before. He was a founding member of Mott the Hoople, playing guitar on hits like All the Young Dudes and All the Way from Memphis. Ralphs is also being remembered for co-founding Bad Company. He wrote and co-wrote some of their biggest hits, including Feel Like Makin' Love and Good Lovin' Gone Bad. Singer Cavin Yarbrough died June 19, 2025 of complications from heart disease at the age of 71. He formed the R&B duo Yarbrough and Peoples in the 1970s with his future wife Elisa Peoples. Yarbrough is being remembered for songs like the 1981 hit Don't Stop the Music. Footballer John Clark died June 23, 2025 at the age of 84. He was a legend of Scotland's Celtic Football Club, including playing on the 1967 European Cup winning squad nicknamed the Lisbon Lions. Clark is being remembered for his long association with Celtic, including in later years as coach, assistant manager, and kit controller. American business leader Fred Smith died June 21, 2025 in Memphis, Tennessee. He died of natural causes at the age of 80. He founded FedEx and served as its CEO for more than 50 years. He is being remembered for revolutionizing the shipping industry and setting the standard for overnight shipping. Smith was a U.S. Marine Corps veteran of the Vietnam War who received the Silver and Bronze Stars as well as 2 Purple Hearts. Actor Jack Betts died June 19, 2025 at his home in Los Osos, California at the age of 96. He was a familiar face on soap operas, including a long-term role on One Life to Live as Dr. Ivan Kipling. Betts is also being remembered for his performances in such movies as the 2002 Spider-Man, as well as Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Actor and singer Bobby Sherman died June 24, 2025 after fighting kidney cancer at the age of 81. He was a teen idol who released beloved pop songs in the 1960s and 70s like Little Woman, Julie Do You Love Me, and Easy Come, Easy Go. Sherman is also being remembered for starring on TV in Here Come the Brides, and for later leaving Hollywood for a career as a paramedic. Actor Joe Marinelli died June 22, 2025 in Burbank, California. He died of stomach cancer at the age of 68. He starred on Santa Barbara as Bunny Tagliati, the cross-dressing gangster. Marinelli is also being remembered for roles on such TV shows as The Morning Show and General Hospital. Wildlife rescuer Mikayla Raines died June 21, 2025 in Minnesota. She died by suicide at the age of 29. She was the founder of Save a Fox Rescue, which saves animals from fur farms and rehabilitates those with injuries or birth defects. Raines is being remembered for sharing videos of her rescue on YouTube and Instagram, inspiring her followers with the good work she did. Actor Aki Aleong died June 22, 2025 at his home in Sylmar, California. He died after fighting dementia at the age of 90. His career as a character actor spanned 8 decades and included roles in films like Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, and Missing in Action 3. Aleong is also being remembered as one of the stars of the miniseries V, as well as for TV roles in The A-Team, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and many others. NFL football player Gerry Philbin died in June 2025 at the age of 83. He was a defensive end for the New York Jets in the 1960s and 70s, later added to the team's Ring of Honor. Philbin is being remembered for winning Super Bowl III with the Jets. Baseball player Diego Seguí died June 24, 2025 at the age of 87. He threw the first pitch for the Seattle Mariners in their first ever game in 1977, and he was the only Mariner to also play for the short-lived Seattle Pilots. Seguí is also being remembered for his seasons with the Oakland A's, St. Louis Cardinals, Boston Red Sox, and other teams. Journalist Bill Moyers died June 26, 2025 at a hospital in New York City. He died after a long illness at the age of 91. In the 1960s, he served in the White House under President Lyndon B. Johnson, both as press secretary and as a special assistant to the president. Moyers is being remembered for his later career in TV journalism. For more than 30 years, he produced and hosted thoughtful documentaries and interviews on PBS stations across America, including several episodes of Frontline. There are still a few more celebrity tributes, but first let me just say that some of the most remarkable obituaries we saw this week at Legacy weren't for celebrities, but for everyday people like you and me. Those include an antique car collector from Rhode Island who became known as a living encyclopedia of automobile history. A dance instructor who got the once-in-a-lifetime chance to perform at the Olympic opening ceremonies. A high school biology teacher who was also a jazz pianist and a competitive bodybuilder. And a vice admiral in the U.S. Navy who commanded thousands of troops during the Gulf War before retiring to work as a special needs teacher. At Legacy.com, any family can publish an obituary in honor of a loved one's memory, online and in local newspapers everywhere. Just visit Legacy.com and select your local community. In addition to featuring current deaths in the news, Legacy.com also honors the lives and legacies of notable people who died in the past. Here are some of this week's anniversaries. 1 year ago this week, actor Martin Mull died at the age of 80. He was known for movies and TV shows like Clue, Roseanne, Fernwood Tonight, and Arrested Development. 10 years ago this week, actor Dick Van Patten died at the age of 86. He was best known for his starring TV role on 8 is Enough. 16 years ago this week, actress Farrah Fawcett died at the age of 62. She became a beloved TV star in Charlie's Angels and had roles in movies like The Cannonball Run and The Apostle. 16 years ago this week, singer and songwriter Michael Jackson died at the age of 50. He was the king of pop, beloved for hit singles like Billie Jean, Beat It, Man in the Mirror, and Black or White. Actress Maureen Stapleton was born 100 years ago this week. She died in March 2006 at the age of 80. She won an Academy Award for her performance in Reds and was nominated for Lonely Hearts, Airport, and Interiors. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags in California have been lowered to honor the memory of Los Angeles Police Department Sergeant Sho Deng, who died in the line of duty. Flags in Hawaii have been lowered to honor the memory of community leader John Henry Felix. Flags in Pennsylvania have been lowered to honor the memory of Penn DOT equipment operators Seth Bauman and Rob Greenlee. Flags in South Dakota have been lowered to honor the memory of former state legislator Royal Mac McCracken. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. Follow Legacy.com on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths.